3 o'clock in the morning. That's how early I'm recording this. That's how much I want to get it over with. From what I remember last time, Carolyn made herself a very big target. And just because of that, that's why I removed her from my final three prediction. What I imagine is going to happen this episode is that someone from the TK3 is going down. You know what I mean? That no one will waste the chance to vote out a big target at this point on any of the other three girls who are not in the TK3. So someone from TK3 is going home. And then what I imagine is that when it comes to finale night, the second person from the TK3 goes, and then provided the last three win immunity, the last one from the TK3 goes. I imagine someone from the TK3 can make it to the finale, but I don't think it's going to be any more than one. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, so I'm getting through the episode and whatnot, and it's looking like the plan that the TK3 are coming up with is to like split the votes to make it a 3-2-1. You know, get them to like be comfortable and then have them like vote different things so that they can vote together as three and make it unbeatable. The problem is I'm not really sure how they're planning on doing that when everyone's focus is on Carolyn. You know what I mean? Jamie's focus is on Carolyn, even though she wants Carolyn to join. I don't think she'd stop at Carolyn. And Lauren's focus is on Carolyn. I'm not really sure what Heidi's focus is on, but anything to stay alive at this point, considering Danny's gone. So, this 3-2-1 vote hinges on them being able to split targets. You know what I mean? Maybe they could convince them to like try and blindside each other or like fake a blindside of each other, you know what I mean? But I don't really see it happening. It is possible though. That being said, I do think that Jam Jam really wants to vote out Carolyn, which is a smart move, but it's also probably going to be the detriment to his whole game unless he wins like an immunity idol or something like that, you know what I mean? Then again, I keep forgetting about the new fire twist at 4. But really, Yam Jam's best way to get to the final 3 at this point is not breaking up with the TK3 just yet. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It all hinges on Jam Jam, to be honest with you. Turns out I overthought it. It seems like Heidi's just willing to jump to whatever ship floats. So the plans are either the TK3 stick together with Heidi and they vote off Jamie, or Jamie, Lauren, Carson, and Jam Jam just vote Carolyn out and Heidi does whatever. Doesn't really matter. I could see both happening, but I don't think that if Carolyn goes home, I don't think the other two TK members will actually make it to the end. Not unless they win immunity or something like that, or win the fire making challenge, now that I think about it. I don't foresee Jamie or Lauren holding back just to like see either of those two make it to the end, or even no matter what combination it is. And Heidi's just going to float to whatever ship floats. So if anything, she might want to be a part of the move that takes out either Carson or Yam Yam if Carolyn goes home tonight. So Carolyn going home is actually a detriment to TK3 being the final 3, or any of them making it to the final at that point. I think if any of them want to have an easier time, Carolyn would have to stay just for longevity's sake. But then again, I've been wrong before. You just saw it right now. I thought there was going to be some crazy plan about like a split vote by switching targets. It turns out they just have Heidi, who's ready to jump ship. We'll see what happens. I think my prediction for Tribal Council would be that I think Carolyn will go home. So I am shocked. I thought Carolyn was for sure going to go home, but it turns out it was Jamie. So, I mean, Heidi's sticking with that vote. I don't know. I guess she just really wants to make it to the end at this point. But that's twice now where she's unfortunately misused, like an advantage of some sort. I guess maybe they'll appreciate the attempts, but at this point, her resume isn't really getting that much bigger. Lauren's sort of is with immunity wins, but not really so much in terms of strategy. At this point, he can now officially just run the game. And with the idol gone, and I think it's final 5, so maybe an idol will re-show up, and that'll determine something, but as it stands right now, they will make it to the final 3, which is, I mean, I wasn't expecting it. in today's new age of Survivor, alliances don't really stick together too much, and this one does seem like it will stick together. We'll see when any finale episodes change, but we'll see how finale changes like the strategy or how the last minute immunity wins will change strategy. I don't really know what's going to happen. My final three will have to change because Jamie's out now. Jamie's going to the jury. Um, Assuming that the Tika 3 do make it to the end, I feel like just based off like her flash, Carolyn will get the most votes, and Carson might be in second place as far as strategic mindset. Jam Jam is likable, maybe he'll get some votes there, but I think at the end of the day, Carolyn edges both of them out very slightly. That's if they make it there. There's still a couple last minute immunity challenges. There's still fire making. There's still strategy changes. There's still possibly one more hidden immunity idol. I don't know if the final three will make it there. I don't know. For me, it just feels too good to be true. But then again, I'm pretty sure I just said this. It's the fact that the editing just gives the attention to those three way more often than it does the other three. I think, yeah, I guess they're going to be making it to the final three, minus maybe one goes home just due to game mechanics. I don't know. I feel like I hear more from Heidi than I do Lauren. Maybe Heidi makes it to the end on random luck. Getting to the point now where I just don't know how to make this final prediction. I don't know if the finale is going to happen. Actually, let me watch this next time, see if the finale is coming. Okay, so yes, the finale is coming next time. I have to try to make a final three prediction here. I know at least one person is going to make it. One person out of the Tika 3 Alliance is going to make it to the end. I feel like it would be Carolyn, provided she survives the final 5 vote. I feel like the final 5 vote will be between Carolyn and Carson unless they truly do stick together, in which case it's either Heidi or Lauren. I don't know. I know Carolyn will want to vote out Carson. I didn't know Carson would want to vote out Carolyn. Well, I guess I don't know that, but it's hard to want to keep Carolyn around after some of the things she's done. And I don't know how to split up this final 5 just because the Tika 3 is all right there. There's no obvious targets. I mean, there are obvious targets. I just don't know if anyone will obviously go for them. So I guess if I had to pick, I would pick Carolyn going home. She's the most obvious threat. Carson and Jam Jam will wake up to that. And after that, I suppose Lauren, just because she's an immunity threat. She's 1-2 at this point, which with this group is more than enough. So I guess my final 3 predictions would be Carson, Jam Jam, and Heidi. And if I had to pick a prediction of those 3 to win, Carson still edges out those 2. Unfortunately, I think Heidi wouldn't get too much votes just because I don't really know her strategy too much. I don't think anyone else does either. She's played stuff before, but none of her moves really went towards anything. It was more just to stay safe or just use it for the sake of it. When you compare that to Carson and Jam Jam's rule of the game, if they make it there, it's unbeatable at this point, especially when you're in Heidi's position. Fortunately, Heidi doesn't have a winning resume yet. We'll see if that changes in the final episode. But as my predictions, it's Carson, Jam Jam, and Heidi. We'll see if that stays. Anyway, that was the last episode before season finale. Next episode will be the season finale, so I'll see you guys then.